Enlightenment Garden here. We're going to do another fig tasting today, early October. In front is my in-ground Lsu Purple fig tree that I put a couple of grafts on in spring, one of which is the red Lebanese Vecca Valley. You can see right up in here we've got a ripe fig to try. On the same tree I have another graft of the Genovese Nero AF. Some speculate that this might be the same as the Italian 258. If not the same, very, very close. So we'll take a look at this one. This is my Texas Everbearing in-ground. And here's a graft I did of the UCR 18415, also called Strawberry Teardrop. So I grafted this one in spring. All these scions were purchased from Harvey at Figaholics. Got some droop on here. This is not the first time that this fig is ripened, but it's got a good deal of my figs earlier this year because I was not aggressive with bagging them. As you can see, I have now been bagging these branches and I'm able to enjoy a lot more figs now. Since doing this, the birds have not been able to get through those bags. This is the Pastiliere. It's a in-ground tree. Well, I've done a review on this one in the past. The quality of your figs can improve over time and change. Even the flavor profile can modify as the tree matures. So I'm going to pick this one and try it. And this particular Pastiliere, because there are quite a few versions out there, this one came from Rain Tree Nursery in Washington. And there they advertise it as a Japanese variety called Herda. Got 4 figs to try today, 3 of which I've never tasted before. The only one that I have is the Pastiliere. So I'm going to just weigh each of these and then we will cut them open. So the Strawberry Teardrop is just 11 grams. Pastiliere, 10 grams. Extremely thin skin on this. Red Lebanese Vecca Valley, 15 grams. Genovese Nero AF, 17 grams. Okay, I'm going to start with the Strawberry Teardrop. As you can see, there's a yellowish to greenish skin, and the pulp is amber, which I expected it actually to be a red color there. So I'm not sure what happened with that. I don't really taste berry in this. It tastes more like a honey type fig. I'm not sure if this is a mislabel. There's some fruitiness to it. It's very smooth on the pulp. Not really much seed crunch at all. Fairly gelatinous. So yeah, decent honey fig. Nothing spectacular. Still LSU yellow is my favorite of the honey figs. Okay, on to the Pastiliere. Guys, this is one of the most incredible figs. There's nothing really like it out there. It's juicy. To me, the texture of the fig itself, it's not like a normal fig. It's like you're eating a peach or something. And in fact, you really don't get fig flavor with it. It's so very complex, but you get tones of peaches, plums, apricot. This is a common fig type, so I know there are some reports of Pastiliere out there that say you need fig wasp. You do not. This is a variety I picked up at Raintree very inexpensively. It is very productive. It is more of a dwarf growing habit. It hasn't sprung up like my others, but reports of it dropping fruit just have not been true for me. It's been productive. It's quite a feast to the palate because you have so much going there. Small bite, but every morsel of it is incredible. Okay, on to the red Lebanese Becca Valley. This is no honey at the eye. Wow, that's a good fig. Got some seed crunch on that one. It's meaty. You know, the pulp is meaty. It has texture to it, thickness to it. It's complex. It's got sweetness to it, but also some acidity to balance it out. This cultivar is said to do very well in desert climates, and I have to agree. It's pumped out a lot of figs over this year since grafting it. Size-wise, this is starting to get bigger. Initially, they were quite small, and the birds pretty much got them all. But I like this fig. It's definitely worth keeping, and it's up there. I wouldn't say it's a top, 5, but it's good enough and different enough for me to keep. Okay, on to the Genovese Nero. Now this is my first time having this fig. I don't know if you've seen my other videos. I had purchased a tree a couple years ago labeled as a Genovese Nero. It ended up being a Wuhan. They can look similar on surface. This for sure looks like the right deal, and this came from Harvey, so I have no doubt. This looks very meaty, very similar to the Pastiliere. The skin is paper thin, delicate, and the fig, there's really no syconium appearing around it. It's just all pulp, it seems. It's sweet. It's actually a sweeter, dark fig. I don't get berry in this. Initially, I was hit with some sweetness on the bite, but then later I do get some acidity. So there's complexity to this fig. Now people say it's very similar, if not the same, as I-258. I've never had an I-258. So for one thing, I'll say this fig seems to be more productive, at least in our climate, than the I-258. Might just be the vigor of the rootstock. My I-258's on my Black Mission, and this one's on the Lsu Purple. So similar to the Martinenca Ramada, I'm not getting a whole lot from this fig at this point. This definitely has a nice bite to it. The pulp, unlike the red Lebanese, it's looser, not as firm. No seed crunch that I can tell. Very pleasant bite with the skin. It's very moist. No honey to speak of, which this fig can develop. Glad to do another tasting for you guys. I will be doing at the end of the year the top 10 or 15 varieties that I'm growing here, but I can safely say that all 4 of these can ripen in the Phoenix, Arizona area. The dark figs for sure, excellent ones to grow here, and will definitely stay in my collection. I'll be doing a tour of the fig trees either later this month or in November, just so you can see the progress on those trees. You know, I started those in 2017, so definitely fig trees are something that are very easy to grow here, and you can get a lot of variety off of them like I have lately with grafting. In the top right corner you can see the grafting video if you want to kind of see how I went about grafting all these varieties on. Quite an easy thing to do with the tool I use. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.